Hi, fourth grade, and welcome back to Math with Mr. G. Before we start with our Zearn lesson for today, as always, I want to go over one of the problems from our exit ticket. This is another word problem from last time that I'd like to go over now. So if you have anything to write with, a whiteboard, a marker, pencil, paper, anything, now's probably the time to grab that. All right, you can see here we have our word problem, and I'm using a new whiteboard this time because the other whiteboard I was using was not cooperating this morning. So this one works just fine. Pretty much the same setup. I have things laid out the same way. I have our cube method here to work with for our word problem as we get started with this. So the word problem says the astronauts from Apollo 17 completed 3 spacewalks while on the moon for a total combined time of 22 hours, 4 minutes. How many minutes did the astronauts walk in space? Okay, before I even start going to my cube method, I make sure I get my conversion down on the page. So I use my conversion table in Google Classroom, and I found converting hours to minutes, all I have to do is multiply by 60. So you can see here I have 22 hours. I'm going to end up having to convert that. So let's start with my cubes method here. So C, circle important numbers. I'm going to use my blue for that. Astronauts from Apollo 17. Okay, I know Apollo 17 is the name of a spaceship. The 17 is not involved in any way with what I'm doing. Completed 3 spacewalks, okay, maybe 3, while on the moon for a total combined time of 22 hours and 4 minutes. Okay, I don't need to use this 3 because they've already given me the total for all 3 combined, and that's all I really need to know. I don't have to do anything with this 3, so the only numbers I need to circle here are my 22 and my 4. All right, I've circled. Next, it wants me to, for my cube method, underline the question you need to answer. So where's the question? Well, it's right here. How many minutes did the astronaut walk in space? So I know what my answer needs to be in minutes. Okay. Next, I'm going to use my blue. I wish I had a different color, but that's okay. And I need to box my key math words. The astronauts from Apollo 17 completed 3 spacewalks on the moon for a total combined time. Okay, total means all of it, and combined means this has already been added. So I'm going to box that because that's important for me to know before I do anything else. Combined time of 22 hours and 4 minutes. How many minutes did the astronauts walk in space? I'm actually going to box minutes because that tells me what I need to convert here. I'm not trying to convert the minutes here in hours. I'm going to take these hours and convert them in minutes. My answer has to be in minutes, so everything I do has to result in minutes. Next is to evaluate and eliminate unnecessary information. I'm going to use my black marker for that. The astronauts from Apollo 17 completed 3 spacewalks while on the moon for a total. Okay, after I've finished underlining, circling, and boxing, I don't need to worry about this anymore, where they are, what they're doing. All I care about is how to convert this 22 hours and 4 minutes into minutes here. Okay, next is the solve and show your work. Okay, so I need to first convert my hours here into minutes. So I'm going to take my 22 hours, and I'm actually going to multiply it by 16. I'm going to use our 2 by 2 method here. So first I'm going to start with my 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. I'm going to bring my placeholder down because I'm starting multiplying the tens place, so I need to start putting my answers in the tens place. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry my 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. And I'm going to add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. Nothing plus 3 is 3. And nothing plus 1 is 1. Okay, so 22 hours is equivalent to 1,000. Oh, put a comma in the wrong spot there. Is equivalent to 1,320 minutes. Now, I'm not done. That's not my final answer because we can't forget about our 4 minutes here that are just hanging out. So I need to add that to my total minutes from conversion of those hours. So 1,320 plus 4. And I know it's kind of silly, we could probably do that in our head, but I like to just show all the work here. That way when we're looking back at this, when I take a screenshot and post it to Google Classroom, you'll remember every step we have and every step that we did. So 1,324 minutes. And I'm going to abbreviate this by using MIN, period. And this is our final answer. I hope this helps. As you see more and more word problems moving forward, this cubes method is going to be very important to solve them, especially with conversion, because it really helps narrow down everything you need to worry about, and then really helps you focus on what exactly you need to follow for steps to solve. Now, today's Zearn lesson is going to be working more with all the different conversions that we've done so far, just giving you more practice and mixing it up. So you're going to really want to rely on that conversion table that I've given you in Google Classroom. As usual, tomorrow I'll be going over the most difficult question on our exit ticket, and we'll be reviewing it as a class. See you then.